10, 12, 13. Hold. Don't draw a Cusco. Don't you dare. If you happen to miss it, we put out a video yesterday here on Beyond the Inkwell showcasing a new style of Amethyst Sapphire Midrange, a deck I've been working on in my free time on Pixelborn, trying to find a way to get it right. Today, we're putting out some gameplay of that deck against various opponents in Pixelborn to show you exactly what the deck is all about. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to this channel for more content and all things Lorcana in the very near future. But until then, enjoy the games. I'll see you soon. Any kind of legs. His hand is atrocious, however. So we are going to be probably throwing back everything but this Rafiki. Because I don't mind keeping the anti-aggro tool in this spot, but that hand was absolute garbage. This one, however, has some legs. I do think in the dark we're happy to try and get aggressive and go Pascal into Aurora. So that is what we're going to do. Of course, we would love it if we could draw ourselves a copy of the bigger Aurora. That'd be very sweet. Let me adjust my microphone ever so slightly. There we go. Okay. Yep, nothing much has changed for us here. We'll ink this Mickey. Probably not going to be needing to go to broom loops too often here. Get the Pascal on the go. Nice aggressive start. Not going to complain. Little bit of card filtration with Maleficent. Let's bring the brightness down on my face just a bit. Maybe that's too much. Got to tinker with these things, you see. Alright, so I would rather keep the Maleficent here over the Bell, I think. Well, I should say Big Maleficent. Interesting little start. Reasonably aggressive, some would say. I think this trade is basically going to happen between Hook and Aurora at some point anyway, so I don't mind kind of just getting my lore out of her and getting it done, given that I did not draw Big Aurora. So, opponent agrees that trade had to happen at some point. Does smash a Maleficent? I accept. That is fine by me. We'll ink this Archimedes, get another Maleficent on the table, work our way towards these bigger Maleficents, keep Pascal active and elusive, some might say. Oh. Okay, I think I meant to get rid of Rafiki Ursula in this spot. Kind of surprised to be getting you a Forgotten Mead. But I guess I'll just try and chain off these Maleficents. And just be an aggro deck this game. Ding dong. Here's some lore. There is plenty like it. But this is mine. No giant Tink coming down was definitely a massive positive for us, I think. Amber Steel feels like it should be a pretty good matchup for this deck. We're doing pretty similar things. Admittedly, swords can be a problem. We kind of got our value out of our early drops, so the swords hopefully isn't too big of a problem. Definitely not inking this Maleficent here, just going to be jamming it and working towards this Hades a bit later if we need to. Bit too good to just slam here. Opponent's struggling to keep up with our board. Small Tink coming down. Smash on the Maleficent. I can see where this is going. That's not a bad one. Let's draw some cards. Let's draw some more cards and hopefully Hades the following turn. That's definitely the power of Amethyst you see right there, folks. Just chaining together some card draw. We're on 16 lore. Off you go, my opponent. It felt like we're playing two very different games this game so far. I imagine this is Giant Tink coming down to put up a fight. It is not. I mean, you could have Tinkerbell killed a Maleficent. I guess you didn't want to. That was a pretty commanding showing. Got on the table nice and early. Didn't even need to grind that much. Good stuff. So we are looking for a bit of a quicker start than this if we can. So I'm going to keep Mickey... I'm going to keep Mickey friends. Archimedes is probably where I'm at. Tempting to keep the Let It Go, to be honest, but I really like to find a 2-cost card here. No dice, we find a Let It Go anyway. Sadly, we find another Mickey as well. Second one always feels a bit redundant. We do find an Aurora, very cool. So now the question is if we want to play an Archimedes. And I feel like the answer is probably no. Even in the face of Emerald. I feel like we probably want the ink in our hand in this spot to either go Mickey on 3 or look to shift our Aurora on. So opponent is Amethyst Emerald, which is fine. I think that deck is pretty under-respected too, actually. Good to see more people playing around with it. So we will Archimedes here into Aurora. So this is often going to be just shifting Aurora on and punching the genie, I feel. In this case, it definitely is, right? Because the Maleficent can't even trade into us back, which feels pretty good. We could even start singing Let It Go's next turn. Seems quite promising. Let's shift the Aurora, get punchy. Pass. And then in a spot like this, I guess I would like my opponent to just play a hand Scheming Prince and then pass back. They do, of course, have the traditional 1-2 punch of Maleficent Friends. Draw some cards, draw some more cards. Inks of Flynn, play a hands. You can do it. Play a hands. Scheming Prince. You know you want to. Cheshire Cat also counts. I'm fine with that. So we're going to go... Do we ink the Friends or do we ink the Maleficent here? I feel like I ink the Friends, which is a little loose perhaps, but I think I mostly want to draw into 5-cost cards anyway. So I think that might be a preferable choice. And we're just going to get our Sing Song on. Flip away this Cheshire Cat. And now we're looking for Ursula's and Hades from here, really. Friends would be fine, Magic Mirror would be fine. Obviously, our opponent going double Friends here has been pretty unfortunate. There's a lot of card advantage that we're kind of giving up to be playing such a tempo game. They will just genie us. We gain our Auroras back. Find a Pascal, sure. I think... in that world, I'm just going to be re-establishing Maleficent. Do I want this Pascal in play? Probably not. So, Maleficent it is. And this is unfortunately the part where our opponent... We had tempo over our opponent. We took the tempo from them very early. They've just taken it back. They're going to aggressively take it back with all the cards they drew from Friends on the other side, which is... kind of hard for us to keep up with here, because they're able to do stuff like this, where it's just play a Cusco and bounce my thing. And this is kind of what we wanted to be doing ourselves, and the genie got in the way this game. So let's just... ink this Aurora. At this point, most of the bounce spells have been burnt. Get ourselves back on the table. I think we're supposed to be questing with this Mickey. Our opponent doesn't want to trade for it anyway. Nor do we really much care if they do. They will ink a befuddle. There's that hands we were looking for earlier. This is going to be kind of hard to catch back up here, unfortunately. We'll do what we can, but I am skeptical it's possible. So we're going to go other way here, right? We need to make sure we do this in the right order. Maleficent hit the Cusco. Mickey hit the Cusco. Mickey, of course, then eats a fat one. We then get to go... Aurora hit the Maleficent. Got to start buying tempo back here somehow. Sadly, this Mickey is a bit of a rock. Let's go... Ink the Queen. Let it go, this genie. And then are we drawing cards or playing the Mickey? I think I'm playing the Mickey because the Mickey lets me draw cards for free next turn. Doing our best to catch up, but this is going to be rough. We're behind by quite a lot of cards. And the trade quite unfavourably. The fact that inking a Hatter is terrifying. The Hades here is pretty good. This is always happening, though. So we're going to draw some cards. Okay. All right. You're saying there's a chance. Do I need to keep hold of this bell? Maybe. Probably not, though. So we go punch the hands. Tempo away the Hatter. Opponent's going to gain 5 lore here, but we can theoretically get ourselves back into this. They might just trade this Maleficent for Maleficent. I personally would. Yep. John Silver. That's fine. We can work with that. So opponent's on 16 lore. They did target Mickey. I'm not surprised. So we go... Another Hades. Drown John Silver. Fight the hands. And we cannot quest with this Mickey, unfortunately. We will broom. No reason not to. Let's put... I think this let it go back onto the bottom of my deck. And although we have the board here, our opponent's on 16 lore. We're going to need some help. Mother Knows Best is... I think this is good for us. So I'm going to hold this Hades, actually. I would rather have its ability to use again. I won't hold the Rafiki, though. I'd rather get that in play and questing. So, alright. Now we're pod racing. Now we got to get there before our opponent can get themselves back in and draw cards. Cusco is like maybe the worst possible draw for us. That's so good for our opponent here. Alright, we've got to hold this Hades. We've got to be sensible. We need to answer the thing that comes after the Cusco so we can trade into the Cusco with the stuff we have on board. The Cusco does quest. Okay. It's a genie? Oh, dude. The opponent's draws have been so good. We're not doing too badly ourselves, admittedly. So, Hades. Boink the genie away. Slam the Rafiki. How do we trade for this Cusco? I think the cleanest way is this way. And we're going to go 10, 12, 13, hold. Don't draw a Cusco. Don't you dare. Hold. That one we can beat. Away you go. What a ridiculous tempo. Oh my god. I didn't think we were getting that one back.